Hello, I hope you're doing well. It is time for the September Hobonichi cousin flip through. You can very clearly see that October, November, and December is unused in the back. It's getting very chunky and honestly very heavy as well, but at the same time it's very satisfying. Anyways, let's get started with the flip through. So this is my September monthly spread and I have not started on October as of now. The monthly pages are my least used pages, which is why I'm not so diligent with keeping up with it. But I honestly love using the monthly kits, which is why I still use it anyways. For this month, I tracked exercise, and as long as I do some sort of physical activity for more than 20 minutes, then I get a little X. Yeah, I don't think there's anything too notable to say about this. I typically just mark in like large new releases, announcements, milestones and goals, and birthdays, stuff like that. So yeah, that's about it for my monthly spread. Moving on to the weekly section. Okay, so this is where I left off last time. I based the theme around this Wonder Pens collab washi. This is a Fountain Pens emoji washi, and I just happened to have a Tombow dual brush pen that matched perfectly, so that's what I went with. I was also doing this thing where I was boxing off all of my work and to-do lists. I like it, but I don't think I will be doing this regularly, so yeah, there's that. And then this was the following week. There happens to be like a fingerprint there, which is kind of funny. And I used this Princess Party 2.0 washi tape. And yeah, I made a remark on Instagram how it was so sad that Moana's just right in the middle. I also find it interesting that my work tracker this week is basically an upward slope. And yeah, I just basically did a very pink week, and I really do quite like how this turned out. Then this was the Out of the Woods kit collection. I did a plan with me on this, and I also used the ink bottle doodles washi. To be completely honest, I feel like I didn't really use this kit to its greatest potential. I don't know, like I just feel like something's off about it, and part of the reason why I think I couldn't really, I guess, just use this kit to its fullest potential, literally what I just said earlier, is because I was not having a very good week. If you watched the plan with me, you would know. So yeah, I think I was just not feeling very creative about it, and consequently my spread didn't turn out as good. So I definitely do want to use this kit again and hopefully make a nicer spread. But yeah, it's not bad by any means, so I still do quite like this, especially the doodled banners. And then for this week, I just took out a bunch of my orangey brown washi tapes and created this little washi thing. I skipped Monday because I woke up at like 2, and then I went back to bed, and then I woke up again at like 5. So yeah, I didn't want to cover up the initial few hours. I also used the mini autumn date covers that I released for the shop, although I do wish I kind of aligned this to the right so that the numbers still peek through, but I still do quite like this. And I, as you can see, didn't use a kit for this week, but I just brought out some like different pieces from our shop and also other people's shops. I used the seasonal floral arrangements to add some fall doodles. This was the seasonal Hobonichi doodle banners. This was a full box from a kit from Two Little Bees, and I just ripped up the top and the bottom, so it kind of gave this like imperfect rustic look. And yeah, I actually really like how this turned out, so there's that. And then this is this current week. As you can see, it is a little bit questionable. So for the bottom, I used the 4 Biomes washi tape, which this was a specialty washi for the Facebook group giveaway winners, but we will be releasing a very similar one, basically identical one, at the end of the year, just with a different foil. Anyways, I didn't really have like a particular theme inspiration, so that is why I use the scenery washi. At the top, I am writing down 1 highlight per day, And lately I've been into piano a lot, so that is why all of the pianos are pre-marked, and also my workouts are pre-marked. So I feel like this week is kind of strange for some reason. Like, it's very different from my usual style, but we'll see how that looks. And I'll show you guys the completed spread come October. All right, let's move on to the daily section. So September 1st, I just had to start with like a burnt orangey brown theme. It was only fitting. So yeah, regardless though, it was very hot, so that is why I wrote sweaty in fall. On this day, we launched the Wonder Pens collab, so I just did a quick little sketch of the Wonder Pens storefront. And then this was a movie ticket, which was from it was from August 26th, but I just found it in my purse on this day, so that's why I stuck it in here. And then September 2nd, I think I was making a plan of all of the videos that I wanted to upload, and I also had sushi on this day, which was very good. For September 3rd, I brought out my watercolors and I painted this little fox and some little leaves and stuff. For September 4th, I don't really know what's going on. This is a pretty plain day. I just wrote, I hope next week treats me well. I don't know why I wrote that though. For September 5th, I doodled a little pumpkin and I wrote cozy day. I'm willing to bet that there's a smudge underneath and I just covered it up with an emoji head. I don't quite remember what happened there, but that is my best guess. For September 6th, we had a very exciting printer delivery. So I doodled Bob the printer, and I also played Minecraft on this day, so I made a little Minecraft doodle. Then for September 7th, I wrote quite a bit. I think I was having a not so great day, so that's why I had some thoughts. For September 8th, I was having kind of like a crisis. I really had this like warehouse that I really loved, and I visited on this day, but there were both pros and cons. So I made a pro-con list, and in the end, I didn't end up getting it, so that was kind of sad, but that's okay. This is also the day that Queen Elizabeth II passed away, so I just made a little doodle as a tribute to her. And it was a complete coincidence that before I heard the news, I made this like a princess theme. So yeah, there's that. For September 9th, I was apparently feeling very sick for the rest of the day, so that is why I didn't really write anything, and I didn't get too much done, and I just made this doodle. I don't think I actually made the doodle on this day, but rather like the day after or something, I went back and wrote this down, so future me, as in now, would know why I didn't write too much. For September 10th, I got a haircut, so I made that little self-portrait doodle. For September 11th, I got some new Zig clean color dot markers, so I just did some swatches in my spread. And on this day, I packed 300 washi pre-orders, which was pretty amazing. And that is also why my to-do list was so short, because I was just packing orders the entire day. September 12th, I wrote a lot, and I don't think there's anything notable to say here, because it's just my to-do list. For September 13th, this was the day I passed my driving test, which was very exciting. And I also had an Amazon order. September 14th, apparently I got bubble tea, which is always exciting. Whoa, okay. So I don't know, I wasn't expecting so much. For September 15th, this was a day I met Lisa, which is one of my customers. She came to Vancouver to visit on a, I think, work trip. So yeah, we met up for Tsujiri, which is like a matcha hojicha place, and it was really good. And because everything was green, I also used the cat's doodle washi. September 16th was the last day I got to hang out with my friend. And then September 17th, what's going on here? Oh yeah, I found more cinema tickets. So I didn't watch 2 movies on the 17th, but I just found more in my purse, so I stuck them into my spread. For September 18th, I guess I was once again feeling down. As you can see, like this was kind of the start of my mental health backtrack, if that makes any sense. I feel like I always try so hard to make a lot of progress, and then I just backtrack, and it's really frustrating, to be honest. But yeah, I was sensing that it was the start of my decline. And so this was when I started to really actively try to do things that mentally was good for me. So this was also when I filmed the daily journaling vlog, so you would know all about it. This was when we did the Advent pre-order, and I ordered some things from Wonder Pens. On this day, I wanted to do some sort of drawing or painting, so that is why I made this watercolor spread. Then on the 21st, this was when I did my solo picnic, and that was actually quite lovely. On the 22nd, I did a lot of reading on this day. This lovely washi is from Creating & Co, and it's of a bookshelf. I don't know what happened there. I just wrote good afternoon, and that was it. For the 23rd, I had a coffee treat, and I was reading The Last Days of Socrates, so I made a doodle of Socrates. For the 24th, I think I mainly just worked on the monthly kits. I thought this was pretty funny. This was the 25th, and I was trying to write something nice, like I hope future me will be proud of current me. But then I drew this emoji and I accidentally smudged it, so it looks very, very strange. And then the 26th, oh, I remember why. So I started my search for a therapist on this day, and that was a very big step for me, so that's why I wrote that. And then the 26th, I had my first, is that even right? Oh no, I had my first therapy session on the 24th, but then my first official one, where it was just me spilling everything about my life, that was the 26th. So there's that. I wrote down some goals, and then I got an order from Pixels by Vix on this day. Unfortunately, she closed her shop to move to Oxford to do her PhD, which is so exciting. And so I had to place an order with her, and she wrote me the most lovely note, and I just had to ensure that I kept it, so that is why I stuck it here. It makes it a little bit bulky though, but I don't really care. And then on the 27th, this was kind of a messy spread. I feel like the colors don't really go well together, but that's okay. I placed an order on Amazon just of some organizational items. And then on the 28th, I just designed the monthly kits all day. On the 29th, I played the piano for 2 hours, which I don't know. I feel like I get these fixations, and I just do one thing for several hours at a time. Yesterday on the 30th, I didn't write a lot because so I was on a good trajectory with therapy and doing things that make me happy, but I don't know, yesterday I just once again I felt like I did a huge backtrack, but that is okay. All is well, and I will just continue to try my best. And then we're on to October. These are the new packing labels, which I posted about on Instagram and in our Facebook group. Basically, we stopped signing cards because, especially for my mom and Jan and Fiona, who pack orders for hours at a time, their wrists were starting to hurt from signing cards. So that is why I switched over to these labels. Yeah, that's about it for this month. I don't think I did anything too spectacular, but I'm just glad that I'm still keeping up with this daily. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next week. Bye.